Let me just wipe my wheels. Hi and welcome to my wheelchair morning routine and my daily chores. I thought it would be great to show you how I do these things because hopefully you can pick up some tips and tricks along the way. So I've just dropped Daisy Bell at school, done the school run, so now it's time to get the day started. Let's go. Coming through to the lounge, you may not be able to see, or you may be able to see that it is a little bit messy and things are everywhere because this is where Daisy Bell gets ready for school. I like things to be neat and tidy and put away. I don't want things all on the floor because it makes life a lot harder to get around in your wheelchair if you're running things over. So I'll be tackling this room in a minute, but let's go through to the kitchen because the first thing I always do is make sure that I put my keys somewhere safe. The reason that I like to put my keys in the same place every time is because there is nothing worse than losing your keys, your phone, or your hairbrush. So I always make sure that they have designated areas because you don't want to be wasting those precious spoons or energy looking for lost items. The next thing I do once I get home is I make sure that I hydrate myself. Now, I don't drink a lot in the evenings and throughout the night. There'll be more about that in my nighttime routine, so make sure to go and subscribe for that. In the evening time, Sean does all of the cooking and then I do the cleaning up. By the time I have had dinner and settled down and it's the end of the night, I am like... So I actually leave the washing up until the morning. One handy tip that I will give you is if you're leaving your dishes to wash the next day, just put them into soak. That way then the food doesn't like really stick on there. In my house tour, you will have seen that I have a dishwasher. When I pull my dishwasher out, I can't get in between the washing machine and sink and the dishwasher door there. So I pull myself right in as close as I can. I lock my brakes and then I bring myself all the way forward on the edge of my wheelchair, take my legs off, and then I can lean in and reach the sink and load the dishwasher. The first thing I like to start with when I'm doing the dishwasher is the knives and forks. We've already got a few dirty things in here from yesterday, so I take out the knife and fork basket first, then I get all of the knives and forks and put them in the basket. This saves me having to bend and twist and bend and twist all of the time. The top tray, which is not too bad because you don't have to do too much bending. It's like a game of Jenga. And turn it on. Boom! Now I'll just show you, if I want to get closer to my sink, because obviously I'm quite far away and I'm having to lean, the best thing to do to get a bit closer is to come in side on. So now I'm going to clean the sink. One thing that I always use when cleaning my kitchen is an antibacterial Dettol surface wipe. Kills 99.9% of all bacteria. Now going head on to the benches, it can make your reach really long and can really put a lot of pressure on your back, and I know I suffer from a lot of back pain, so just simply come through and do it sideways, and that gives you a lot more space to reach, and it also supports your core and takes off that pressure from your back. Another really handy tip when you're wiping down the surfaces is to wipe with one hand and push along with your other. Another thing I find myself doing is moving myself around with my environment. So instead of, having to let go of stuff and then move around, I am like pushing myself off of the countertops and sort of navigating around the kitchen. Woo! That way. Because I'm a rock star. As we're all friends here, I'll let you in on a little secret. Some of you may think that this is absolutely disgusting. Some people may think that I am a legend. What I do is Daisy has had her breakfast and I have kept her plate back. I've just given it a little bit of a wipe. That's going to be my plate for the day. That will save on more work for myself and more washing up that I'll have to do tomorrow. So I just put that there. And the same goes for the knife. Just give it a bit of a wipe. The kitchen is done. I've got Daisy's crusts from the sandwich I made her this morning. They're gonna go into the dog's food. It's now 10 o'clock, so I think it's time for the dog and I to have some breakfast. Only you could smell this right now. This smells.
I'm fueled up and I've had my coffee and now I'm ready to tackle the next task,
which is the lounge. DB has left all of her hair stuff everywhere, and if you have watched my house tour, you'll know my obsession with baskets. Baskets are such a great idea because you can just put everything in one basket and you can transport it around the house really, really easily. You can look deep inside and you can see exactly what you've got. I can put the basket on my lap and then go round and pick all of the bits up. You may know this already, but my sofa is one of my pride and joys. It's so important to me to have a nice comfy sofa. So I want to straighten out all the cushions and make it look really, really nice and inviting, ready for the evening. So I'm going to show you how I do that. There's two ways in which I do that. The first way is to come up sideways and then grab a cushion, plump him up and then put him back down. But that doesn't work very well. I am actually feeling a lot of pain in my back because it's just a really, really awkward angle. So what I like to do is a chair to floor transfer, like this, and then I can spruce it all up and make it look nice. There, looks so much better. I'm going to show you how I pick up dropped items from off of the floor. We've got a dog toy down here. This item is on my right side, so I hold onto my push rim with my left hand really, really tightly, and then I can lower myself down without using any stomach muscles or back muscles at all, and I can reach down and I can pick up the dropped item and then pull myself up with my hand without using any of my core muscles at all. Dog toys can be very annoying to have laying around, so that's why I keep them all in a handy basket. Next job is to go upstairs and sort out the bedrooms up there and sort out the washing ready for the weekend. We're upstairs now. Now what's really great about this washing basket is that it has like this sack lining on the inside. So what I can do to get the washing downstairs is this. In my bedroom, as you know, I like to keep things very minimal and very simplistic in here. One thing that I do like to do, just like the sofa, is to make my bed every day. Doing it in the bed is the easiest way. So get the doona, nice big shake. That's the cat gone. Ta-da! What, that took me seconds. That was so quick to do. And by doing it this way, I didn't really have to do any like awkward leans, and it was really comfortable. So. Having the laundry in a nice big sack like that makes it really nice and easy for me to transport the laundry around the house. Then I get on the floor, because this way I'm not leaning over awkwardly or twisting or going to put my back out. So by doing it straight on, it doesn't cause any pain or discomfort to my back. The dishwasher is done. It's all nice and clean. So I'm going to show you how I empty the dishwasher, because I think I have some really useful tips for you. The first section is going to be the knives and forks. This makes it much more easier than having to, like, you know, get one and then keep bending and twisting. Just like with doing the washing, sometimes I find emptying the dishwasher in these heavier ones lower down easier to do from the floor. However, if transferring out of your wheelchair is not for you, what I would suggest is when you're doing the heavier things at the bottom which could cause strain on your back, is to lean down, pick up the items and then just place them above the cupboard in which they need to go. Then you can put all of the plates under into the cupboards in one go without bending and twisting. If you're struggling with daily housework tasks, sit back for a minute and think about it. Think, can I tackle this from a different angle? As you've seen, I tackle a lot of things from the floor, whereas a non-disabled person wouldn't ever think to get on the floor. Take my dishwasher for example. Most non-disabled people would tackle the dishwasher head on and unload it. But by simply reversing in next to the dishwasher, this makes it so much easier for me rather than having to bend and lean in at a very awkward angle. The rule applies for the top shelf. I take it all out, put it on the side and then transfer it in so I'm not constantly going one to the other, down again. Neck fever, because no one wants that. Right, this is a handy little tip. Can you see how in here we've got all of this space running right to the back? Instead of having to reach in and then push the cup all the way back, put the cup to the edge like that, then get your next cup, he moves him along a little bit, then you get your next cup, and then he moves that one along a little bit. Washing done, and then it goes into the dryer. In this country where the weather is damp and cold nearly all of the time, I couldn't live without my dryer. It would just mean so much extra work. Having a tumble dryer makes life so much easier. Once the laundry is all done, I then go and get the lid from the washing basket or washing hamper upstairs. What I do is I pull out the washing and I put it on top of the lid. Then I can transport the washing around the house. I take it into the lounge and then that's where I will fold it out. I'll sort it out to Sean, me and Daisy Bell. And then once it's in a nice little pile, Sean will carry it upstairs for me and then I'll put the clothes away. Sean actually puts his own clothes away. I help Daisy put her clothes away and I put away my own clothes. Today has been super productive. I really hope that you've picked up some tips and ideas on how to clean and do your chores in your wheelchair or even with limited mobility with a little bit more ease. Please make sure to subscribe, and if you have any video recommendations or requests, then please feel free to drop them down below. I've been Jem, this is Wheelsnoheels. Thank you so much for watching and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!